Hey, welcome to the Devon Show. Now that you're here, let's go for a ride. That kind of starts us off on the second half of this interview that I want to shine some light on, because when I was reading through your biography and IMDb and just looking at all of the work you've done in Hollywood with stunts, I was like, it's a privilege for me to be talking to you, because I admire everything about the show business. And like I said before in this video, you worked a lot on Marvel.
Easy.
Yeah, he told me that too.
Can you tell us a little bit about how you got into working with Marvel? Is it all when, like, okay, here's my question. Here's a question. When you see, I'm going to be working on this Marvel movie, are they connected, all of these, or do you just happen to work on each one individually?
It started a while back with Thor, actually. I don't know if you remember the big red Warriors 3 character, Volstagg.
In Thor?
Yeah, he had the big axe, Volstagg. That was Ray Stevenson, and I was his stunt double in that. And so I got to really be a part of that. And that movie was one of the first that really started Marvel on their journey. The Iron Man, the first one, and then Thor. And so it was just really just such a fun time, and see Marvel just basically become what it has, and and grow. And now it was like every once in a while I'd be like, oh hey, so Winter Soldier's coming up. You want to work on this and be a Hydra guard, or you want to do this? And I just was very fortunate to get the phone call to, hey, do you want to do this guy? Hey, do you want to do this guy? And throughout the years, they just build up, and you work on different ones, and it's just a lot of fun.
Right on. That's awesome. On Agent Carter, you had a badass scene on Agent Carter. Can you tell me a little bit about what it was like working with Haley Atwell?
Well, it's fantastic, and she's amazing. And yeah, on Agent Carter, I was playing a character called Jerome Zambo. He's the strong man, Jerome Strandland. And I basically come in to beat her up and kill her. And we have this, little exchange, and I tell her that, I don't mind killing you. And she's like, I'm not going to make it easy. I'm like, they told me that. And I go after her, and we have this great epic fight, and they get the best of me,
Mm-hmm.
And it was like one of the funnest parts I've actually gotten to act and do stunts in. And she's fantastic the whole entire time, and just put her heart and soul into it, really went for it in the fight, and just such a pleasure to work with.
Right on. Awesome. And so I was wondering, when you're doing stunts, acting in a movie, and you actually have a role, when you're doing stunts, do they have to get you a stunt double, or can you just do them all yourself?
I do them all myself. A lot of times that's why I'll even be considered for the role. So they'll say, okay, we need a cop, and he needs to slide a car up, basically get out, harass the actress, maybe, get in a fight, and then get into a car chase. And they'll go, okay, cool. Well, we can use Rob, and I can do the fight, the car chase, and the acting. And like a good example of that was Black and Blue with Naomi Harris. I'm driving a cop car. She's running. I drive the cop car up really, not fast, but up close to her, and come to a halt. And then I get out, and I harass her in the beginning of the movie, and I throw up against the fence and everything. And so instead of getting a stuntman to do the driving and then another guy to do the acting and everything, I audition for that, and they go, cool, and you can do the driving and everything. So basically, when they hire me, they're getting the whole package.
That's fantastic. Getting into that career, when did that sort of start for you?
I started a little ways back in '96. I started doing a live show in Tucson, Arizona. It was old Tucson Studios. I was a cowboy, ride in on a horse, do gunfights, do high falls. And it was just something that really I enjoyed every day. I just loved going to work. I was like, all right, I'm gonna make a career out of this. And I basically, I mean, did the storybook, you know, I'm gonna move to LA and live in my car. And that's what I did. I moved to LA, lived in my car. First job was at medieval times, being a night there. And then I was a Batman at Six Flags, cowboy at Universal. And then just kept building up and meeting people. And you know, I got very lucky in that I would get the opportunity to do a stunt on this show or do a stunt on this show. And just very blessed to get a good reputation and people like to hire me.
Have you ever been injured?
You know what? I've been hurt. I've definitely been hurt. There's a big difference. When you're injured, it's kind of one of those things that you have to in your head know. Like you, let's say, get hit by a car, right? And it hits you, you fling all around, you hit the ground, it's knocked the wind out of you, you might be cut, definitely got some thumps. And you have to kind of make that distinction in your head and also do a personal, you know, basically assessment. Can I do this again? And if you can't do it again, you're injured and you go to the hospital. If you can do it again, you're a little bit hurt and you do it again.
You do it again.
So, yeah. And that's
What do you
kind of
think?
the difference between getting hurt and being injured.
Right on. So what do you think would be the catastrophic, like, this is it for a stuntman? What is the injury that you want to avoid?
You know what? I don't know. I don't even want to think about it.
You don't want to think about it. All right.
I don't even
Fair
want
enough.
to think about it. I want to put it out there. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, there. You know what? I'd like to give a shout out for those stunt people that have given their all and have had taken catastrophic hits and can't work anymore. But you know, it's one of those things that
You don't want to think about it.
Don't
Okay.
think about it, and yeah.
I respect that. I didn't even think about it like that before I asked it, but it makes sense. Makes sense. On set of Outer Banks, we'll throw back into Outer Banks a little bit. Were you a mentor for anybody on set? Any of the smaller, maybe newer stunt people?
I don't know if I was a mentor. I definitely try and help as many of the younger stunt generations as I can. You know, as things evolve, I mean, even today, there are different ways of doing stunts or preparing for them. And sometimes the newer generation hasn't had that opportunity or that chance to do it. So I always try and, you know, help them out, give them good knowledge that I know, and little tricks too. You know, just like you're getting ready to do this, lift on your toes. It'll give you better air. Or, you know, take a deep breath, think of it as a dance. You know, I try very hard to just basically always, you know, be a good leader to the younger stunt people and also help them as much as I can.
That's awesome. I have to think of I got to think of more responses as an interviewer because I say that's awesome all the time.
You know, you could say that's fantastic or
That's
very interesting or yeah, what?
I'm going to start throwing fantabulous in there because that's a word. It's in the dictionary.
Is it really?
It's like fantastic and fabulous mixed together. It's a word and it's in the dictionary. So I'm going to start saying that.
I like
I'll make hats with it on there. But that's about all the questions I have for you. It's been an honor for me to talk to so many of the cast members from OBX, and I really appreciate you coming on a different level because, you know, the big Marvel fan that I am and big OBX fan that I am. So I just this is amazing for me. Amazing. I haven't said that one. Amazing.
Amazing. It is amazing. I like the fact you had touched on, you liked Oblivion. I'm so glad you liked that movie. That's a
Does
really
people
cool
not say
movie,
that
right?
often?
No, a lot of people don't. You know, they don't know about it. And it was I thought it was such a cool, great movie.
That's not even your first time working with Tom Cruise, eh?
No, you know what? I got really lucky. I'll tell you, a lot of people they give Tom Cruise a hard time. But I'll tell you right now, literally one of the most professional, hardest working people that I've ever been with on set. My first one was Jack Reacher. I did a fight scene in the bathroom of Jack Reacher. A lot of people know it as I'm the guy that hits him in the back of the head with the baseball bat, and Jack Reacher won. And the whole time he's like poking my eye out. And he really wanted, I mean, this is how hard he works. He literally, after a whole day of basically shooting, he would go, okay, cool. Myself, the other guy that was with me, and the stunt coordinator, Rob Alonzo, would come in, and we would sit there at his hotel room and do the action. And then he'd be like, all right, no, scream louder, higher, like a girl, and all this. And like I said, it's literally like a one-on-one acting class with Tom Cruise. And so then we did that scene. And then right after that, we did Oblivion, again with Rob Alonzo, the stunt coordinator. And I hit him in the back of the head, you know, wrestling him all around and everything. And in that one, he sits there literally with a blindfold on, and he's doing all the switches with the NASA consultant, so that while he's doing his lines in the scene, he can take the blindfold off and worry about his dialogue to his co-star while he's hitting all the switches that are right. So I mean, it's been, I've had really cool experiences, you know, being like an actor / stunt guy on so many things.
That is fantabulous, man.
Fantabulous, right?
But yeah, Oblivion, I loved it. I watched it with my dad when I was younger. I watched like Oblivion. There was like Interstellar. Just those. There's a certain type of movie. Passenger. You got space. You get like sci-fi, science, aliens, all kinds of things in it. And like Oblivion, for anybody who hasn't seen it, give it a chance. Give it a shot. This movie's gonna make you question like a lot and just be like, you just sit there and it's just a good movie. I don't know why people don't. I'm surprised about that, actually. I'm gonna make an outro and then I'm gonna cut it. I have to wear a hat in my interviews at this point because I haven't gotten a haircut since this all started.
Dude, trust me. Like I was sitting there and I'm like getting ready for this, and my hair is just like everywhere, and I'm like, all right, I need to pull out the hairspray. I'm like, I'm trying to get it going. But yeah, all right, looks like I got a helmet head. But yeah.
There you go. Thank you everybody for watching this video. Thank you, Rob, for joining me. It has been a pleasure, and I wish you the best of luck on OBX Season 2. If it happens, stop asking.
That's right. Go to Season 2. Let's get it happening, huh? And bring Deputy Thompson in there. Come on.